Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Frozen Pond Arena here in Valencia, Pennsylvania. It is a PIHL twin bill from up Route 8 on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10band.tv. My name is Brian Mitchell. In the opening contest of tonight's doubleheader, we'll see the Moon Tigers visiting the Hampton Talbots. Currently, the Moon Tigers are 6-1 on the season in the Blue Division. They have 12 points and are tied for second, only 2 points behind the Chartiers Valley Colts, who are playing this evening. On the opposite side, the Hampton Talbots 1-6 on the year. They all have 2 points. We'll talk about the road team to start, the Moon Tigers, as I always love to show up and get a line chart instead of an actual written sheet. It is going to go like this. The lines from line number 1 down from left to right. Number 39, Luke Jeffries. At center, number 49, Quinn Tyler. The right wing will be number 19, Josh Hatton. Eric Hartman will be wearing number 96 on the left wing. Number 68 will be Clayton Foster, the center, with Brody Eckert, number 37, on the right wing. On the third line will be Luke Boniti, number 59, the left wing. Jordan Ricci will be at center, number 79. LJ DiFilippo will be wearing number 34 on the right wing. Tanner DeSalle will be wearing number 88 on the left wing. Roman Soriano will be wearing number 71 at center. And Colton Moran will be on the right wing with number 73 on his jersey. Holden Himes will be wearing number 2 on defense, with Joshua Corin wearing number 45. Max Hagg will be wearing number 77 on the left side, and on the right side will be Logan Ricci wearing number 36. Max Gergley will be wearing 46 on the left side, and Jonathan Hellake will be wearing number 1 on the right side. Your starting goaltender tonight will be Logan Cordell, who will be wearing 32. The senior will be backed up by a fellow senior, Tyler Ricci, wearing number 44. They are led by head coach Kobe Uring, assisted by George Anderson, Michael Durgan, Shane Handlovich, and Brandon Schneider. The team managers are Susan Beniti and Kevin Wartenby. On the opposite side, it'll be the Hampton Talbots wearing the white jerseys. They are led by head coach Buck McKee, assisted by Sean McDermott and Dave Wagner. Dave Wagner is also the team manager this season. Number 0 will be Preston Cochran. Number 1 will be Joey Vinciguerra. Number 3 will be Eli Schwartzbach. Number 5 will be Sean Sullivan. Number 5 will be Gavin Durden. He is a scratch this evening. Ethan Hughes will be wearing number 17. Daniel Lays will be wearing number 26. William Schwerin will be wearing number 36 this evening. Looks like he will be starting in goal. I believe they have another one rostered right now. Or one more roster, but he's not here this evening. Andrew Bagnato will be wearing 48. Keegan Malaya will be wearing 55. Joey Stevenson will be wearing 61. Scott Cameron will be wearing number 67. Eli Ginn will be wearing number 72. Sam Maudlin will be wearing number 79. Mason Vinciguerra will be wearing 81. Dylan Fogel will be wearing 85. Eli Bakovic will be wearing number 80. And Costas Saris, backing up in goal, I believe, this evening, will be wearing number 91. We'll be back in a couple minutes here with your opening face-off. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night here from Frozen Pond Arena. Thank you for joining us on this Monday evening.
I can stand if I have to, and I can kick you guys in the back. You have my blanket? Where's my blanket? I'm freezing in.
Put off to sit next to me if you want.
I'm good. You know me, the higher up I am, the better. I haven't been here in years. I don't think I've... I don't think I've seen Eli here. Might have been Jake's senior year.
Since you've been here.
Might be.
All right, we're getting ready for opening face-off here at Frozen Pond. Thank you for joining me on a Monday evening. The Moon Tigers will be black with red and white trim on their jerseys. They'll be going from right to left. The Hampton Talbots, those white jerseys with the blue shoulder pads and yellow accents, they'll be going from left to right. Starting in goal, of course, for the Moon Tigers will be Logan Cordell. Cordell, 2-0 on the season, a 243 goals against average and an 865 save percentage. On the opposite side, it's going to be William Schwerin. He is 0-1 on the season, 750 goals against average and a 783 save percentage. The numbers will come with the names as the game progresses, but we're going to get ready for the opening face-off here. Looks like it's going to be Joey Vincigari and Quinn Tyler lining up. Face-off won by Tyler across for Jeffries is going to be back and dumped in by Riki. The Tigers will chase it down with the Hampton Talbots in the corner. It'll be brought out and up the center where Riki will hold on to it. Riki at the blue line across for Himes. Holden Himes, the captain of these Moon Tigers this season. Back down, big hit by Bagnotto, but into the zone. Hutton shot, save, made. Rebound goes back behind the net. Hutton will grab it and throw one around. They picked up by Jeffries. Jeffries can't get to it, so Bagnotto will battle with him. They'll regroup. The Moon Tigers will bring it back up to the boards. It'll be dumped in. Vincigari will take it and dump this one up to Riki. Riki will keep it in nicely, dump it behind. Bagnotto will chase it down. Bukovic will help him out, but Hutton on the pressure. Bagnotto throws one off of Vincigara, but it'll have to be cleared out. Himes takes it up at center. He gets it in front, will carry it back in. Holden Himes in, low shot. Goes underneath the pad and held onto by the starter Schwerin, and we'll have a face-off to the right with 15:57 remaining in the first. Thank you for joining me here on this evening. It's going to be tough in the near corner from our vantage point. Lake will dump this one in. It's going to be brought down by the Tigers. Foster. And they'll regroup. The Talbots will throw this one up and cleared out of the zone. Chased down, picked up by to the half wall. They'll regroup. Leas will chase this one down. Chased in by Gurgley, and a shot on was saved. Rebound comes back into the near wall, picked up by the Tigers and carried out. Hartman absorbs a hit and makes one in the process. Back down it goes. Behind it goes Eckert. In the near corner, they'll regroup. Eckert will dump this one down into the near frame, picked up by Hartman. Hartman does get the puck on a pass behind. He's going to leave it for DeSalle. I'm sorry, that's Foster. Foster shot save made by Schwerin. And it's going to make its way up and out. Lake will break this one up, but it's going to be picked up coming the other way. Are the Talbots shot on, hits the post. That was Stevenson. It'll be picked up and carried out. Quinn Tyler leaves it for Jeffries. Back it goes. Leas comes in and backs out. Hampton will dump this one around, and Leas into the zone. Shot on by the Talbots is gloved down by the starter Cordell, and will face off to the right of the Moon net. Cordell, a senior this season. Face off one, and a cross and out by the Tigers. Bukovic will chase it down, but it's going to be picked up. Oh, shot on, scores! Effort play there by Joshua Hatton, who makes his way down the left wing, threw me off halfway. He picks it up and fires one on the glove side of Schwerin, and it's 1-0 Moon. Face-off coming up at center. Face-off one back to the Moon Tigers. Picked up Bagnato. We'll play this one off the near wall. It'll be dumped in by the captain, Sean Sullivan. Sullivan will just leave that one behind. Cordell can't get to it. So face-off's coming all the way down for something. It's a penalty up against Beniti. And it'll be a power play coming for the Hampton Talbots. Let's go over the special teams here momentarily. As the Talbots head to the power play. Moon on the penalty kill, 83.3%. They're 6th in the conference. For the power play, the Hampton Talbots are 20%. They are 12th. Comes up, the Talbots will attempt to keep it in nicely, dump it in behind. A little bit of pressure there from Corin. It's going to be picked up and brought in by Vince Aguera. Vince Aguera will throw one on net. Rebound comes up, bounced in. Opportunity for Sullivan. Rebound comes up. DiFilippo will pick it up and carry it and dump it off of a Talbot. That is Bukovic. He's able to stop and get down. Tigers can't get it out. Sullivan keeps it in at the blue line. Sullivan into the zone. Waits, throws one on the backhand. Tipped in front, nobody home. Back up, Ginn. Ginn dumps this one down. Sullivan with a little pressure there. He was able to get the puck. Sullivan skating through a phone booth, gets in front. Sullivan throws one across off of Vincigari. Can't bring it to the forehand, and it's going to be brought out by the Tigers. It's going to be Holden Himes. Himes gets around a defender. Himes waits, has to have it separated from him nicely by Eli Ginn, and Ginn will pass it out up to Laius. Laius gets tipped out and picked up. Cleared up Cochran. Cochran will play this one out for Laius. Cochran on the backhand leaves one for Joey Stevenson, but it's going to be the Moon Tigers clearing it. 39 seconds remaining on the advantage. Laius back down, cleared up and out. Puck will go down into the zone. It'll be picked up by Ethan Hughes. Hughes behind the net. It's past Riki. He's going to pass it up to Daniel Laius, and it's going to be dumped in. Cochran will chase it down, but Riki will get there first. It'll be picked up and cleared out of the zone by the Moon Tigers. Was an accidental whistle there, because there is no icing whenever you're shorthanded. Let's see what they have to say. I am confused as to what exactly is going on here. I don't know what the call was. But the Tigers get it in their offensive zone. They get a face-off win and a shot on. 12:08 remaining. There was no signal as to what was going on. Down DiFilippo. Cross shot on by Maudlin. I'm sorry, that was Riki, Jordan Riki. Beniti out of the box. It's going to be picked up by the Talbots and out. Going to be passed up, brought in by Laius. Laius has Cochran in front. It's thrown out with Stevenson. Stevenson can't collect it, so out of the zone it goes. The Talbots will dump it in. They'll regroup. Riki. Around, back in. Back up for Beniti. Back down, Stevenson gets around, can't get to Cochran, so it's going to be picked up, and coming out of the zone is Logan Riki. Riki gets separated from the puck. Laius can't get to it. Logan Riki will get it and throw it back in behind. It'll be picked up by the Tigers temporarily, but Laius will get hit as he's trying to clear it. Cleared out. Cochran goes for the hit on Himes. Again, can't get it, so Himes does get around the defender. Himes comes in, falls down as he's getting back up, gets hit again. And it'll be held on to by Schwerin. 10:49 remaining, first period. Shots are 6-2 in favor of the Moon Tigers. 1-0 is your score. Moon will regroup to the left of the senior netminder, Schwerin. Dylan Fogel steps in. Then it'll be one across. Or it'll be picked up by the Hampton Talbots. Into the zone they go. That'll be Eli Schwarzbach. Schwarzbach throws one up for Ginn. Eli Ginn into the zone. Shot low and wide. Over longer log, Keegan Malaya. Does get to the puck, but Himes will take that one in front of the net. Himes all the way out for Ginn. Himes will dump this one up and out off the stanchion, so we'll have a face-off deep. 10:07 remaining in the first. Face-off one back by the Tigers. It'll be dumped the length of the ice. We'll have an icing call back into the Moon zone with 9:59 remaining in the first.
What's going on? How are you? Good, how are you?
Thank you for joining me
Got all these names?
at Frozen Pond Arena here in Valencia, Pennsylvania. Bagnato can't keep the puck in the zone, so the Tigers will take it out up to Jeffries. Jeffries in. He gets his pocket picked along the boards. It'll be Quinn Tyler. It'll be shot on by Jeffries. Luke Jeffries, the senior. Bukovic has a hard time getting that one out. Himes will chase this one down into the near corner. And around it goes. It'll be dumped back. Vidzagera. Vidzagera tries to get it out, but it's going to be picked off by Hatton. Tyler gets dumped in front. Vidzagera will get this one up as far as the blue line. It'll be thrown on net and held onto by Schwerin, and we'll have a face-off. 9:09 remaining in the first.
It's hard to watch. I like it.
Whenever me and Jake McGee
Down to be cleared. Eckert in the corner. Looking around. Schwarzbach can't get to it. Cleared down and picked up by the Talbots. Up it goes and out for Riki. Into the zone opportunity for the Talbots. It's going to be Cochran on a turning shot. Cleared back up and out by the Tigers. That's Clayton Foster. Foster into the zone offside. Looks like Hartman was about a half a step offside on the play, so they'll regroup, get another face-off coming up. 8:39 remaining in the first. Riki will win the face-off forward temporarily on a good play by his forward, but Cochran will throw one on. It will bounce around, and a loose puck will sit for half a second before it's covered up by the starter, Cordell. Vinciguerra steps in with Riki, and it'll be won by the Tigers out. Bondi. Boniti will dump this one back in. Vinciguerra can't get around one player, so it's going to be Schwarzbach being left from Cameron back to Schwarzbach into the zone. Schwarzbach waits as Vinciguerra to his right, but can't complete the play. Back goes behind the net. It'll be picked up and cleared out. Down and across. That'll be Ethan Hughes throwing one across the red line, and it'll be picked up by Sean Sullivan. Sullivan has to wait. Gives it up to Logan Reekie. Sean Sullivan does get the puck back behind the net, however. He's going to bounce this one up off the half wall, and it'll be cleared all the way out to the point where Vince Aguirre will get that one and dump it back down. Reekie goes around. It'll be bounced back out. Bukovic can't keep it in the zone, so it's going to be cleared back out where Bagnotto gets the puck. DiFilippo in. Comes in around a couple defenders, waits. It'll be picked up by the Tigers. Pressure was on, and it was a nice play to keep it in by Max Hag. But back around it goes Luke Boniti. DiFilippo back for Tyler. Quinn Tyler waits, throws one on the backhand for DiFilippo. In the near corner. They'll battle up and picked up by Bagnotto. Throws one up off the glass and out. Halake will get the puck. Halake up across. It's going to go off of Gurgley and out of the zone. Pressure there on Ginn. They'll regroup, and out come the Talbots. Up from Malaya. Malaya shot into the near corner. Be Gurgley dumping this one out, and it does make it out the zone. Vince Aguirre will pass the puck over for Schwartzbach. He'll dump that one up along, and it is going to be on the fly. Opportunity here for Joey Stevenson, whose shot goes wide of the net. Back down it goes, Dylan Fogel. Can't keep it in, so it's going to be back up. And the Moon Tigers will clear this one off of a defender and out of play. 5:40 remaining in the first. Faceoff will be down to the right of Cordell. Puck went directly out, not off the defender. Back down and cleared out. It'll be cleared up to Hartman. Hartman's going to carry in the zone, but offside as the Moon Tigers were pressuring. A poke check made it come out of the zone, and upon entry, they weren't onside. Faceoff will be directly in front of us.
Hey, Jim. Sorry to hear about your mom.
Cleared back out, and Cochran gets back down. It'll be cleared up and out. Bukovic loses the puck off his skates to Foster. Foster into the zone all alone. Shot. Save made. Rebound comes back out to the slot. The Tigers can't collect it, and it'll be up to the point. Himes. Himes shoots just wide of the net. Eckert into the far corner. It'll go back down. And carrying it around will be Clayton Foster. Foster throws one across. And up, nicely kept in there by Josh Corin. He'll throw one on net and held on to by Schwerin, and a face-off will come up to the left of the senior netminder. Joey Vince Aguirre lose the face-off, and it'll be dumped in, and Sean Sullivan takes it outside the zone. He'll bring it in. Opportunity there for Cameron on the pass. It's going to be a broken stick for Reekie, and it's going to be shot on by Schwartzbach just wide of the net. It's going to be picked up Vince Aguirre. Shot on Schwartzbach goes right into the glove of Cordell and held on to. 4:22 remaining in the first. 1-0 Moon leading. Thank you for joining me here at Frozen Pond Arena. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night here at Frozen Pond, as we have a PIHL Single A matchup between Moon and Hampton. The Talbots trailing the Tigers 1-0. Back down, it'll be cleared up by the Tigers, but up to the half wall it'll go. It'll be kept in nicely by Cameron, but trying to get out was Hag, and Cameron gets the puck shot on. Glove down by Cordell. Good opportunity there for the Talbots. They'll get another face-off inside their own zone. Inside the zone. Quinn Tyler up and around, looking outside the zone. Hatton can't get to it. Jeffries for Tyler. Tyler's shot just wide of the net. Goes back behind Hatton. A point back down in the near wall. Across it goes. Jeffries will regroup. Jeffries throws one in front, looks for the tip. Nobody home. Logan Reiki will dump that one behind. Jeffries goes after that, and it'll be picked up by Cameron, who backhands one back to the blue lines. Logan Reiki will pass this one over for Max Hag, back to Reiki. He's going to have a hard time handling that one. He'll bounce it out looking for Quinn Tyler. Nobody home. Jeffries will take it and carry it across, and he'll dump it in looking for the line change. 3:19 remaining in the first. 1-0 Moon leads. Here we go as Hampton trying to get it outside the zone. It'll be up for Maudlin. Sam Maudlin will dump that one down. Vogel gets that one, just snaps that one behind the net. Helene will take the puck and dump this one up, looking past Hartman. Bagnotto gets it out, but it's going to be picked up by Foster. Foster back into the zone. Dumps this one around the Tigers regroup. It's going to be carried in by Fogel. Back behind Helene. Comes around for Hartman. Hartman waits, dumps one in, and it'll be a big hit in front. Will go down behind. Bukovic leaves it around. Gergley will have to let that one go, and out come the Talbots. Big hit by Hartman along the wall. Hits the referee on the way. They'll regroup, but it'll be nicely kept in by Vinzagera. That's Mason Vinzagera. And the Tigers will just clear it back out on an attempt by Brody Eckert. Talbots dump it back in. 1:54 remaining in the frame. Back around it goes Eric Hartman. Up for DiFilippo. Brings it into the zone, gets around a defender. DiFilippo on the backhand, throws one in front. Nobody home. Stevenson will take the puck. Waits, throws one over for Cochran in front of us. Cochran tries to find Leas. Can't finish it up. It'll be bounce off a defender and go across. Lahimes lets Cochran play with it. Throws back down Stevenson. Leas throws one in front. The Stevenson shot, save made, rebound. Comes across DiFilippo out of the zone. Schwartzbach will dump this one back in. Up for Himes, and it's going to be cleared up to Stevenson. Tapped out Reiki. Out comes Stevenson, nicely played up to Leas. Leas comes and shot over the glove, and it's going to come wide. 56 seconds remaining in the period. Back out Bukovic. Going to be taken by the Tigers and out. They'll go behind the cage. They'll regroup in the near corner. There was a hit down low, back to DiFilippo. Stevenson up, looking past Beniti. Corin will pass this one back into their own defensive zone. 26 seconds remaining in the frame. Across, Corin tips this one out. And out come the Tigers, but it's a big hit in front on Beniti. Reiki back down all alone as a member of the Tigers, and that was thrown on. Rebound comes out, and Beniti will take it, and it'll be Vinzageri carrying it with 2 seconds remaining, 1 second remaining, and that is the end of the first frame with your score: the Moon Tigers 1 and the Hampton Talbots 0. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night. We'll be back with your second frame.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop.
Back here for the second frame, 1-0 Moon leading the Hampton Talbots. Shots are 11-6 in favor of the Moon Tigers, who got out to an 8-2 lead in this one, but watch the Hampton Talbots get a little bit of momentum as the period progressed. 17 minutes of time here. We'll drop opening face-off, and Vince Aguirre will win this one back. Got to be cleared up around Vince Aguirre. Leaves it in the zone. Hag will chase it down. Max Hag across. Will be picked up. And Hughes will dump this on the backhand back into the far corner. Logan Reiki up for Jeffries. Max Jeffries couldn't get to it, so it'll be the Talbots with a little bit of pressure here. That'll be Joey Vince Aguirre. He'll throw this one out past Andrew Bagnato. Up across for Hughes. Hughes throws one right to a Tiger. That was Quinn Tyler. Picking it up is Sean Sullivan. Sullivan gets around a couple defenders in the zone. Sullivan waits. Stutter steps. Gets to the point. Cameron shot. Was tipped in front. Opportunity here for Vince Aguirre. Couldn't finish it up. Back up to the point it goes. It'll be picked up again. Ginn's low shots blocked by Tyler. Sullivan regroups, get the puck. Back up. Ginn. Fire one. He doesn't send the puck with it. Swade, he'll get that one dumped, though, and it'll be picked up by the Tigers, and it'll be blocked by the Talbots, but all the way over to Max Hag, who passes one out for Hatton. Hatton. Stutter steps around to check. Hatton into the corner, back up for Hag. You're okay. Back up it goes. Hatton waits back down Stevenson, and it'll be cleared out. Hag bounces one up. Sullivan, and for Schwartzberg. Schwartzmiller will take it. Throws it up for Sullivan. Not going to make it out. Foster can't get to it, so his defensive player, gets laid out behind. That was Logan Reiki. Back down. Picked up by the Tigers. Hatton. Around it goes, and here comes shot on Foster. Just a nice save wide of the net. So Tigers throwing it across. Right, so that's going to be shot on by Reiki and held on to by Schwerin, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the netminder. 15-10 remaining in the second. 1-0 still is your score. Foster's going to step in with Elias. They're waiting for something at the bench, just a conversation about the previous hit. That's a face-off cleared back by the Tigers into their own zone. It'll be picked up and dumped around. Bukovic can't get to it, so it's going to go the length of the ice, and Bagnato back behind the net. Andrew Bagnato, the senior and alternate captain. Carries it into the zone, gets around a defender, tries to collect his own puck in the corner. He's going to get double teamed. Around that, it's going to bounce off a couple players, and it's going to be the Talbots getting another shot at it, but the Tigers will take it and dump it down, but it's going to be blocked by Leas. Nice play to get that one down and back into the zone. He's going to come around everybody, get back behind the net, has Cochran in front. He's going to wait and finds Stevenson in front, but a penalty coming up against the Tigers, and it will be a Hampton power play coming up. Let's see what they call. Going to be Holden Himes for a hooking penalty, and 14:21 remaining in the second. We'll have ourselves a Hampton power play 0 for 1 on the evening. Face-off will be won by the Tigers and cleared up and just over Schwartzbach's stick. He'll have to regroup. Across it goes. Again. Out and shot in by Cameron. Cameron into the corner. Hag will take this one. It'll bounce off, and it will stay in play on a Kareem off the net. Everybody was getting ready for that one in the crowd. They thought it was going to be a freebie, and a high stick's going to be what's called. But that one looked like it was coming out. It bounced off something at the end, and some sort of a physics lessons caused the puck to go back in the play. I was even preparing for that one, the Kareem out. Vinzagari will win this one back. The Talbots will get it around Schwartzbach. He'll wait. Throws one up along Sean Sullivan. Sullivan carries it across the blue, across the red, across the opposite blue, into the zone. Sullivan on the near wall. Waits, throws one through. Opportunity for Cameron. Rebound goes down underneath. Rebound. Cordell, nice save. Rebound comes on. Cordell holds on to it. It's still loose. The referee can see it. Back it goes. It's going to be dumped up and out by the Tigers. It's going to go back down. Picked up by Schwartzbach, and out they go. Going to be tipped out by Leas. Leas gets around Riki. Leas into the zone. Skates around, has to get around one defender, Leas. Throws one through. Stevenson across for Sullivan. Sullivan waits for Leas. Leas on turn around. Opportunity there. Shot. Scores! Hampton with the goal. Stevenson sitting on the goal line, and he was able to pound that one home. 13 minutes remaining in a second. We are tied at 1. Just a breakdown in play for the Tigers on that power play. And the Talbots take advantage. Nothing Cordell could do about that one. And we're tied at 1. Power play goal for the Talbots. Down it goes, Bagnotto. Bagnotto leaves it up for Himes. Himes will dump this one into the offensive zone for an icing call. 12:52 remaining. We'll face off all the way down to the to the left of Cordell. For Stevenson, that is his third of the campaign, 5th point. Leas will step in. It'll be one up and out. Vukovic will let this one go for Leas. Leas gets back into the zone with Stevenson to his right. Leas comes in on his own shot, save, rebound. He gets his own rebound opportunity. They score! It's going to be the lead. Stevenson times 2. 12:36 remaining. And the Hampton Talbots take a 2-0 lead. A lot of conversation in front of the net with Himes and the officials. Let's know why there was no whistle on the play. But it's 2-1 Hampton. Kobe Urig coming out asking the questions on the Moon bench. Doesn't like that answer. They're going to drop the face-off, and back in it goes. The Tigers will wait. Holden Himes falling down on the play. Corin waits, gets pulled down. Nobody home. Across. Vinzagara goes back up and carried out. Back for Schwartzbach. Schwartzbach leaves this one. Himes can't get to it. So across it goes. An opportunity here. Brought in Moon. Scores! It slides underneath the pads of Schwerin. And it's tied at 2. Looked to be a play by Eric Hartman on the goal. 2-2 is your score. Hartman comes in and just dumps one on the net. Goes underneath Schwerin. Very casually. Foster will win the face-off back. to Gurgley, and in they go. The Moon Tigers shot on, scores. That's 2 straight goals in a handful of seconds for the Moon Tigers. It's the same. Eric Hartman. That's 2-0. It's 3-2. Back across it goes. Right back down and for Bukovic in front of the net. In the zone, Gurgley behind the net. Back out, Bagnotto can't hold it, and Hartman with a head of steam can't get to the puck, so it's going to go back Hag. Max Hag out of the zone. Hag in. Waits. Thinks about it. Throws one in behind. Finds Foster. Around the Talbots will recollect with Ginn. Ginn in the near wall. Isn't Benzagera can't get to it, so it'll be picked up by the Tigers. Hartman looking for the natty hat. He throws one through the crease. We got a double Hattie watch here. Eckert with the puck. It'll be cleared up past Fogel all the way from Max Hag. It'll be cleared out the length of the ice, and icing is the call. Josh Hatton got the first goal. Stevenson the next 2, and then Eric Hartman the following 2. It'll be shot on just above the post. Schwarzbach across, Cochran. Waits, it'll be tipped across, kept in. Leas into the zone. Leas comes in on the backhand shot. Wide, Cochran backhand. Rebound, Stevenson. Gets down, Cochran. Throws one across, nobody home. Hatton dumps this one all the way out. And it won't be an icing call. Schwarzbach will collect it. Schwarzbach into the zone. Throws one that's tipped. They'll wait back down. Stevenson shot comes back. Rebound comes up. Cochran into the near corner. They'll go behind Leas as Himes on him. Back down, picked up by the Tigers. Hatton into the zone. Josh Hatton separated from the puck on the backhand. Thrown in front. Shot on by Beniti, and it's high and over into the netting. 9:23 remaining. Moon leading 3-2 in a wild one here at Frozen Pond Arena. We'll regroup. Face off to the right of Schwerin. We shot on, glove save. Riki will win the face-off back to Riki. No battle behind the net. DiFilippo will throw this into the slot for Beniti. Rebound comes down. Across for DiFilippo. Back down Hag. Hag at the point. Waits, gets around a couple defenders, comes in on the backhand. Separates himself from all of them. He's going to wait. He's going to get hit by Sean Sullivan, and out come the Talbots. Benzagera. Benzagera taken down in front. No call there. Back down and cleared the zone. Icing on the play, 8:39 remaining. Foster will step in with Leas, and it'll be cleared up into the and that'll be a save by Costa Saris on the bench. Saris 1-5 on the season, but gets a save in this one. Leas and Foster. Picked up and carried out. Foster into the zone, gets around a defender. Foster shot, scores. 4-2 Moon. As Foster goes glove side on Schwerin. 8:24 remaining in the second frame. This will be it for me for the half. We'll be back after the Thanksgiving break in a couple weeks. They won in by the Talbots. Got the second game, of course, Knock hosting Deer Lakes here at Frozen Pond. Cleared up Foster. Foster in behind. They'll regroup the Tigers. Foster around looking for Eckert. Down, Hartman already with 2. Back to Lake, back to Hartman. Hartman, nice little drop. Back to Halake. Foster comes in behind. To the near corner, back to the point. Gurgley shot. Upbound Eckert. Kept in by Hartman. Hartman back down. Eckert. Back behind for Hartman. Hartman throws one in front. It's going to be picked up by Modlin, but it's going to be bounced off of a Moon player and kept in. Puck gets left in no man's land. Halake comes in and dumps it off, and it's going to be cleared out by the Talbots, and we'll have an icing call with 6:34 remaining. Dylan Fogel with the clearing. Moon will win the faceoff. Colton Moran. Got it goes. Himes lets this one go back. Vinciguerra can't get it out of the zone, but it's picked up by Sean Sullivan. Sullivan's going to carry it out. Sullivan lays one over for Vinciguerra. Joey Vinciguerra. Battling behind Sullivan. Gets the puck, brings it up to strength. Shot just wide. Goes back down to the half wall and picked up by the Tigers and dumped back in by Sullivan. Corin over to Himes, back to Corin, and to be picked up by the Talbots. Sullivan's shot goes through a couple defenders into the pads of the starter. Cordell, back down. Vukovic throws this one down. Cameron throws one on, but it's going to be Bagnotto having to get it from the red line. Vinciguerra chases it behind. Back down, Vukovic. It's going to be picked up by Corin. Out of the zone it goes. And dumped in by the Tigers. Himes in the corner has Sullivan along the wall. Sullivan. In front, opportunity shot, score. Stevenson with the assist. Found Leas all alone in front. Nice little play to get it out, and it's 3-4 now. 4-3 in favor of Moon. Hampton with her third. Leas with the goal. His 7th of the season. Another point for Stevenson in this one. 5:18 remaining in the second. Face-off coming up at center. Quinn Tyler steps in with Leas. He goes back out, dumped in. Jeffries into the zone. Tyler on the backhand of the point. Shot on and cleared out by the Talbots. Max Hag across for Logan Reiki. Past Jeffries and out of the zone. Schwartzbach leaves this one up for Leas. Tyler has to get around a defender, does stay out of the zone. Opportunity here for the Talbots coming the other way. Stevenson in front of us. Stevenson into the zone. Waits, gets a little bit of help, but it's going to be Jeffries getting it. Oh, Leas takes the puck, throws one off the attendee. Back down Stevenson, looking for Leas behind. Leas sets up Stevenson. Stevenson's shot just wide of the net. Cochran will get the puck. Preston Cochran. Look out for Ginn. Eli Ginn gets it over to Leas, who keeps it in nicely at the blue line. It's going to bounce around at the point. It'll regroup. Bass Stevenson and cleared out finally. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Back down we go. 4-3 is your score. Moon leading here at Frozen Pond Arena. Thank you for joining me. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night from Valencia. Up Route 8, as I call it. A PIHL single A matchup. Eckert along the near wall. It's as far as Bukovic, who dumps that one back in. They'll have to get on side. But he picked up and carried out. Reiki gives it up to Eckert. Eckert into the zone. Eckert gets around a defender. Shot, save, made. Rebound comes back out to the point. Hartman looking for the HT. It's going to be picked up by the Talbots and carried out. Binzagari. Binzagara couldn't get it too far, but bounces off a defender, and he'll regroup and send it back into his own zone. Bukovic. It's going to be turned over in the corner. Eckert. Eckert goes all the way around for Himes. Himes waits in front. Falling down, and a shot on by Foster is cleared up and out past Gurgley. He'll chase it down for no ice on the play. Teams will get line changes. Foster brings it in. Foster over to Eckert. Eckert slows the play down. Dumps that one in behind for Hartman. Looks like the Talbots got the change, not the Tigers. Hartman waits, thinks about it behind the net, goes to the backhand, falls down. He's going to go back out and picked up by the Talbots. Picked up across. Himes, shot, low, save. And penalty coming up against the Talbots. The trailing referee saw that one. It's going to be Mason Vinciguerra, it looks like. Yep. Mason Vinciguerra, 2 minutes for a rough. And we'll have a power play coming up for the Moon Tigers with 2:04 remaining in regulation. Face-off one back by the Talbots, and it'll be cleared out. Himes is down with Cochran on him. Down the Moon Tigers. Up. Corin leaves this one out. It'll go the length, and it will be an icing call on the Talbots with 1:48 remaining. Face-off coming down to the right of Logan Cordell. Cordell 2-0 on the season. Down it goes. Bukovic will throw this one through. Cochran waits the Tigers around. Picked up and carried out. Into the zone they go, those Tigers. Going to be shot on and blocked by Hatton, and it's going to be back the length of the ice. They'll chase it down. Cordell out. Throws this one up for Himes on the fly. Himes over for Corin. Corin dumps one out all the way up to Tyler. Leas dumps this one off of Himes. Across for Corin, who throws one back for Himes. Minute 3 remaining on the power play. Hutton has to chase this one in. A Schwartzbach will take it and dump it back out of the zone past Himes. Opportunity for Leas coming the other way. Leas into the zone. Leas, Himes falling down. Leas falls down. Penalty coming up against Himes for the trip. And with 53.6 seconds remaining, penalty shot has been awarded. To Daniel Leas, who has a goal here so far. Having to clear the players off the ice. So the Tigers are still on. 53.6 seconds remaining. A penalty shot has been awarded to Daniel Leas for a trip on the break. They're talking, and the puck will be left for Leas. Leas picks the pocket, and it's good. 4-4 is your score. Daniel Leas converts on a penalty shot, and we are tied. Short-handed goal for Daniel Leas. Stevenson will step in with Foster. Back down it goes. Hag across. Back for Foster. Foster into the zone. Coming across. Back up shot. Save made and held on to by Schwerin. 37.5 seconds remaining in the period. 33 seconds remaining in the penalty. Shots are 22-17 in favor of the Moon Tigers. Foster and Stevenson step into the dot. Face off one back to the point. Riki has Hag across. He thinks about it. He waits. Goes back to the half wall instead. Picked up. Left back for Riki. Foster back for Riki at the point. It goes over his skate. An opportunity here. It's going to be Leas again. Leas can't get to the puck that time. Hag separates everybody and comes out of the zone. Has Stevenson on him. Hag with Stevenson, and it's going to be Bagnato separating him. Stevenson into the zone. Back around 9 seconds remaining in the period. Going to be cleared out with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Penalty has expired, and it's going to go like the opportunity for Hartman to get it out, and it will be a 4-4 tie at the ice cut from Frozen Pond Arena. It is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night here. Your score, Moon 4, Hampton 4. We'll be back. Well, normally we have a out-of-town scoreboard during the second intermission, but I was kind of distracted as an old friend and colleague came down and said hello, and I just wanted to give a quick shout-out to him, and that was North Allegheny legend and Andrew Bagnotto godfather, Michael Bagnotto, the former head coach of the North Allegheny Tigers, had a nice little conversation, a little catch-up, so I apologize about not having an out-of-town scoreboard. Every once in a while, you like to catch up with those that you've been talking to for years, and we had a good conversation about everything going on. So good to talk to him again, but we'll talk about the recap from this one. The first period, Josh Hatton scores at 2:43 of the frame. That's how the Moon Tigers went out of the first. And then it all went sideways in the second as Hampton was able to get 2 straight goals 24 seconds apart by Joey Stevenson. Then a mere 29 seconds later, Eric Hartman got his first of 2. It only took him 11 seconds to get his second of the contest as he came down and fired one past. And then 2 goals from Daniel Leas of Hampton, an even strength goal from Stevenson and Sullivan, then a penalty shot goal that occurred during a short-handed breakaway attempt was able to make the score 4-4 here as we're talking about these two teams going at it. Schwerin with 18 saves for Hampton. On the opposite side, Logan Cordell, 13 saves for the Tigers. Real quick, just out-of-town scoreboard from here. Let me see if I can get that in before we actually have a puck drop. Uh-oh, I might not make it. Let's see if my speed game still works here. Hempfield defeating Norwin at Palmer Imaging Arena 3-2. Chartiers Valley leading Avonworth 3-0. Moon and Hampton tied here. Montour up 4-1 on Montour over Butler up 4-1 at RMU. That's on Trib Live HSSN. You can switch over to that one if you feel like it. At the Mark and at West Banco Arena, no score. Freeport Wheeling Park in West Allegheny, Meadville, Burrell, and Connellsville starting up at Pittsburgh Ice Arena. McDowell and Kiski scoreless at the beginning on the back half of the doubleheader at Palmer Imaging Arena. But for here, it's 4-4 Moon and Hampton. We'll go into it a little bit deeper here as we go along. Always good to catch up with old coaches. But we've got 17 minutes the time here as the teams come out for the third frame. And reminder, we have a second game after this one. It will be Knock and Deer Lakes. You can follow along on 10 Band TV, this channel you're watching now on that station, or if you want to watch that on YouTube and you're watching it at home on your computer or tablet, please, it'll be on a new feed, so you'll have to check that one in whenever we get moving. But we're going to go here. As we're going to open up with Foster and Vinciguerra, and it'll be one back by the Moon Tigers. Corin can't get to it, so Foster will carry it back into the zone. Moon moving from right to left. The Talbots going from left to right. Back down, Schwartzbach will take the puck, and he'll dump this one up. Vinciguerra into the zone. Joey Vinciguerra back up to the point, picked up Schwartzbach. Dumps this one down, and Sullivan can't get to it. It's going to be the Moon Tigers trying to get it out of the zone. Foster trying to get around Schwartzbach. Nice play to get it up to Ginn. Schwartzbach picks up the puck. Back out Himes. With Himes on, Schwartzbach gets around Himes. Schwartzbach coming on the backhand shot. Goes into the pads and held on to by Cordell, and we'll have a face-off to the left. 6:13 remaining in the third frame here. 4-4 is your score. Back down, Cochran behind the net. Cochran throws one for Stevenson. Look for the hat trick. Couldn't finish it up. It's going to be picked up by Tyler and dumped out. Jeffries is going to take the puck. He's going to try to get around a defender. A nice little play there by Bagnotto. Back down around. Bagnotto will pick up the puck on the backhand. It's going to be Himes dumping it back in. Back around. Pekovic for Leas with Hatton on him. Back up for Stevenson, who's going to go all the way to Himes. Himes, snapshot, tipped down and wide. Tyler the circles. Gets around one defender, back around the other, but he's not going to be able to get the puck after that one. Hag will get the puck outside the zone. Max Hag, a little bit of pressure on him, dumps this one in. Back in, Tyler gets around a defender. Tyler comes into the circle. Bagnotto falls down. Back up, Shaw. Oh, Moon with an opportunity. It couldn't get to his forehand. It was Hatton. Back down, here we go, and Hampton will carry it out. It'll be Elias. Elias into the zone. Riki gets the puck back up. Out of the zone it comes. Tyler over for Hatton. Hatton couldn't finish the play. Tyler gets the puck back on the half wall, skates it out, gets a little bit of pressure there from Schwarzbach. Schwarzbach has a little bit of help there, and it's going to be picked up by the Talbots. And Schwarzbach will take this one back the near wall and clears this one back out to the point. Logan Riki will dump this one up for Eric Hartman. Hartman on the backhand leaves it for Sam Maudlin. Maudlin across for Fogel. Fogel will take this puck and dump this one up for Ginn. And it goes past him up for Max Hag, who picks up the puck and waits to get around Maudlin. Fogel with a little bit of pressure, and out come the Tigers. In comes Foster. Foster behind. Comes in the near corner. Hartman with a little bit of pressure, but it goes around for Moon, picking the wrong celestial body there. Foster with a shot. Back down, Eckert. Back down, Riki. It'll be put down for Hartman. Hartman on the backhand, nobody home. Schwarzbach will take it in the near corner. A little bit of pressure makes him shake off of that one. Schwarzbach passes this one out, finds his man, Vinciguerra, but it's going to be Fogel having to chase it down with Logan Riki. Nice play there by Mason Vinciguerra. Hag leaves this one around and up past, and big hit by Sullivan on the play, but it's going to go back into the zone as Bagnotto gets the puck. Bagnotto loses the puck. Hartman tries to get back, and Vukovic passes this one out for Joey Vinciguerra, and Sullivan has to avoid the big hit. Vukovic into the zone as a block, and it's going to be picked up. Vukovic's shot goes on. Rebound tipped in front. Oh, Sullivan touches it with a high stick. Can't touch it. Oh, they're going to say that's okay. Back down. Vukovic up for Bagnotto. Bagnotto waits and dumps down, and it's going to be Cameron. Throwing one across. Back out for Sullivan, and into the zone it goes. Picked up by Josh Corrin. He waits. It's a little bit of help from Logan Riki, but it's going to go back up to the point. And up for Jordan Riki, and out it goes for Boniti. Boniti behind the net. Throws one through the wrap. Nobody home. Corrin throws one on the backhand. Schwarzbach will just dump that one behind. Corrin gets his own attempt. Back up it goes and cleared up. And out it goes. Cameron up past Boniti, and Leas will get the puck. Leas into the zone, one to beat Himes, and it's going to be a slashing call against Himes. Leas coming up, and penalty is here. Slashing against Holden Himes. And we'll have another penalty coming up against the Tigers, and a power play coming up for the Talbots. Some upset bodies here. Kobe Uhrig is angry on the bench, looking for for some questions from the referees, trying to get the answers out of them. Extra shot on the referee. I gotta laugh at that one. It was an accidental, but Bagnotto gets an opportunity there, and glove save by Cordell. I'm not sure if that's Pickering or not, but he took a little extra shot in the little scrum after the face-off. He got up laughing, and 12-10 remaining in the third. Face-off will be won by the Tigers, and Max Hag comes out of the zone. Hag gets around, cleared up, and it goes to Stevenson. Stevenson into the zone, had Cochran in front of him. Go back down, Cochran leaves it, and it'll be cleared up the length of the ice. 11:48 remaining in the period, 1:24 remaining in the power play for Hampton. Schwartzbach up for Leas. Leas up looking for Stevenson. It's going to be turned over to Jeffries. Jeffries just going to dump it down, get a lot. He's going to get back in. Schwartzbach leaves it up for Bagnotto, passing it out, looking for Stevenson, and it is going to go back out. Picked up for Leas. Back to Stevenson on a bounce. Stevenson gets it around, kind of gets around a defender, but it's going to be Leas getting the puck. Leas getting around everything. Shot scores. Hat trick. Take the HT, get those chapeaux out. Toss, rinse, repeat, go. 11:10 remaining in the third. Power play goal for the Talbots, and it's 5-4. Face-off coming up at center. And back, Himes will dump this one into the zone. Back behind, be picked up by Bukovic, and it'll be an icing call, 11:02 remaining. A shorthanded goal, a power play goal, and a penalty shot goal. A power play goal, a even strength goal, and a penalty shot goal for Leas. Sullivan's shot is blocked in front. Opportunity comes back on the Talbots. Looking to get another one here. Sullivan behind the net throws one. Cameron shot. Rebound. Vinzagara couldn't finish it up. An opportunity coming another way. The Eckert. Eckert throws one up looking for Foster. Foster tips one into the zone. They'll get it up along the wall. Back out it goes. It'll be picked up by the Tigers. Ecker will let that one go past. Ginn will have to chase it back in. No icing on the play. Ginn, 10:28 remaining, takes the puck, throws this one through, and it's going to gets away outside the zone. Foster will tap this one back for Corin, back to Foster, and Foster on the backhand throws it over for Himes. Himes in the zone on the backhand, dumps one up, finding Foster on the fly. And it's going to be separated by the Talbots. Vinzagara throws one in behind the net. Hughes goes in with Hartman. Back down for Hartman. Hartman on the half wall, back up to the point. Corin. Shot. Just goes wide of the net. Back down. Eli Ginn down hard. He's going to get back up. Sullivan with Foster in front. Himes over, and it's going to come outside the zone. The Tigers regrouping, 9:45 to go. Himes backhands one across. Vinzagara will take this one on the fly. Vinzagara into the zone. Vinzagara waits for help. He's just going to fire one wide of the net looking for Mason. Mason Vinzagara overskates that one. It's going to be cleared up. Eric Hartman into the zone. Eric Hartman waits, gets around, back and forth to the point. It's going to be picked up and carried out. Malaya. Back out for Hag. Hag out of the zone. And Hag getting around a defender, but he's going to be tied up by Schwartzbach. Picked up and carried out by Schwartzbach. Out it goes, shot wide of the net. Back down, Max Hag. Ooh, he gets hit. That's a penalty coming up. That's a boarding penalty. And that's Dylan Fogel going off. You can't hit like that. You didn't see that, but the penalty box attendant. Well, face-off coming up. Power play for the Tigers. Trailing by one. Foster will step in with Stevenson. One back. Ricci. Logan Ricci. Looking up to the point. Ricci waits. As the puck Down to the half wall. Foster shots. Go! No, it goes wide. I thought it was going in. That fooled me on the parallax view. Back for Hag out to the point. Hartman loses the puck. It's going to be Cochran. It's going to be cleared out by Stevenson on that miscue. Back out. Yeah, from this angle, it looked like he picked the top corner, but looks like it was just wide. I thought the net moved. Down shot Enrique. Back out Hag into the zone. Hag gets around. Hartman falling. It's going to be picked up Foster, and it's going to be Stevenson into the zone, looking for the HT of his own. Back out Stevenson, comes to the slot. Waits. Gets one down low. He'll regroup for Cochran. Cochran will just dump this one up and into the mess, and they'll burn a little bit of time. And here comes Foster into the zone. Clayton Foster will dump that one behind, looking for Eric Hartman. It'll be cleared out by Leas. And Hag will have to take it behind the net with 42 seconds remaining in the penalty. Turnover. Leas gets around a defender. Leas comes on shot just wide of the net. Goes down, picked up Cameron. Takes one around, another penalty coming up. And the Talbots earn that one, as they will burn the remainder of the power play time on a goal, on a penalty by Quinn Tyler. Cross-check is the call. 7:23 remaining. 4-on-4 for 31 seconds. There's a little issue with the scoreboard right now before they regroup. There we go. They got it fixed. Face-off coming up. One back. Corin around looking for Jeffries. Jeffries bounces this one up off the boards. It'll be delayed now. 20 seconds remaining on a 4-on-4. Brought in by the Talbots. Vukovic behind the net. Takes the puck on the backhand. Just throws one in front. Corin will pass this one up off the boards. It's going to be cleared out past Schwarzbach. 6:56 remaining in regulation. Power play coming up for the Talbots. Hampton on the advantage. Back we go. Cameron in the near wall. Cameron will take the puck, try to get it out of the zone. Jeffrey dumps it back in. 1:20 remaining in the power play. Going to be cleared up. Sullivan. Sullivan gets around one defender, but Himes can't. He keeps Sullivan from progressing. Sullivan will have to go back, regroup. Sullivan into the zone on the half wall. Sean Sullivan throws one through the crease. It bounces off a skate and just in front of the net. Bagnotto waits, thinks about it, throws one on board. Rebound comes behind. Stevenson throws one into the point. Sullivan over for Bagnotto. Back for Sullivan. Over for Schwarzbach. Shot tipped around. Stevenson down in a corner. Stevenson. Sullivan shot right into the glove of Cordell with 38 seconds remaining in the penalty. 6:01 remaining in regulation. 5-4 Hampton leading with a power play of just under 40 seconds. Benzaguer will step in with Beniti. Back up to the point. Bagnotto. Shot goes a little bit off the skate. Vinciguerra takes a shot on a slight backhand. Back for Bagnotto. Shot goes wide and into the glove and covered by Cordell. And they'll hold on. 21 seconds remaining in the advantage. Down, Sullivan into the slot. Sullivan shot just wide of the net. Back down, rebound sits in front. Stevenson looking for a rebound. Nobody home. It's going to be cleared up, but not out. Wait, Moon will take it, and they will clear it out. 9 seconds remaining in the advantage. 5:30 remaining in regulation. Thrown on. Ooh. Hatton with an opportunity on the sidewall. Penalty has expired. Puck comes out. Sullivan. Sullivan into the zone. It's blocked up. Rieke bounces one off, and it'll be cleared out. Ginn will have to chase it down. A little bit of pressure for Beniti. Bagnotto Skates it off with 5 minutes remaining. Throws one up to Sullivan. Sullivan waits, gets a little bit of pressure from the black shirts. Sullivan out. Vinciguerra across the blue line into the zone. Vinciguerra throws one through. Couldn't get to Stevenson. Joey Stevenson on the backhand throws one in behind. Vinciguerra will chase it down, and it'll be tipped back behind. Picked up and cleared out of the zone. Chasing it down is Schwartzbach. He waits, gets around. Leas in front of us. Leas into the zone with 3 today already. Leas throws one on, looking for 4, but right into the glove of Cordell. 4:23 remaining in the third. We'll have another face-off to the left. Daniel Leas, the sophomore. Goals 7, 8, and 9 on the year. Face-off one back and around. Picked up by Eckert. Out it goes. The Tigers can't regroup, so it'll be Corin into the zone. Back, Corin will dump that one in, and they'll go back behind. Schwartzbach thinks about it. Has a little bit of pressure there from Hartman. Cameron back behind for Hughes. Hughes for Hartman. Really picked up, back to the point. Himes on the backhand throws one into the near wall. Eckert.
They got him. Yep.
Which one they get?
We got a little extra something going on.
Oh, there's another one.
And Foster is going to head off.
Way to be, Eli. It's the same kid that you cross-checked him in the head.
It's a slashing call by Clayton Foster, the freshman.
Good job, Eli.
3:43 remaining, and Hampton heads back to the advantage. Back down. Down Pekovic for Stevenson. Stevenson back to the slot, drops it down. Opportunity there, shot. Stevenson save made. Rebound comes back on, puts it off. And that's a hat trick for Stevenson. You can hear that one ring out. And it's 6-4 in favor of the Talbots. And the coin of phrase from an old friend of mine, Mr. Matthew Popchalk, those scrappy Talbots. 6-4. Power play goal for Stevenson, and that's his hat trick. It's going to go back out. They'll regroup. Back down Cochran in the corner. Keep back, and it's going to be picked up and carried out by Tyler. Quinn Tyler across. Gets around a defender, has Jeffries in front. Tyler's shot scores. He picked the corner with 3:10 remaining, and it's 6-5. The sophomore gets the Tigers back within one with 3:10 remaining. Shots are 27-24 in favor of the Talbots now. And this has been a fun one.
My bad. Little premature math. He's giving him the plus minus. Let's go, Eli.
Tyler steps in with Vinciguerra. It's going to be cleared back to the Tigers. Out it comes Jeffries into the zone. Jeffries behind with Schwartzbach. Schwartzbach's going to win that battle. He gets to the puck. He'll dump that one back out. And it'll go to Corin. Corin across. Riki back out for Hatton. Back to the point. Tyler looking for his second shot. Save made. Rebound sits down. Hatton can't get to it. It's picked up by the Talbots and cleared. 2:41 remaining in regulation. No regroup back in the zone. Icing is the call. 2:36 to go. Face off one by the Talbots forward. It's Cochran into the zone. Himes does get the puck in with 2:27 remaining, passes this one out. And out of the zone is going to be an icing call. And back down into the Moon zone it goes. It's one back. Shot on just wide by Leas. Back out to the point. It's going to go all the way down past Schwartzbach. They brought it in. Hartman with a lot of pressure on Schwartzbach. Goes back down. Leas will get the puck. Leas passes one off of a skate. Opportunity for Moon. Moon sets up. Back out to the point. Empty net to our right. Eckert. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. Ginn behind. Ginn throws one out. It's going to be picked up by Stevenson. Stevenson looking for 4. Gets into the zone, waits, thinks about it, bounces one off of a skate. It's going to be picked up by Moon coming the other way. Here we go. Riki passes up for Eckert. Eckert into the zone. Eckert comes on shot, blocked. Leas is going to have to separate the puck. It's going to be Eckert down behind, passing it behind for somebody who Leas will get it, but it's going to be Bagnotto losing the puck. Eckert in behind. Eckert into the near corner. He's going to get the puck, wait for the pass. He's going to get separated for momentarily. Leas will get this one outside the zone. Corin dumps this one back in. They'll have to regroup. Hartman does get on. They're onside. Opportunity here. Just cleared out of the zone nicely, and it's going to go the length. And Himes is going to have to play center field. Himes throws one back out, finds Hatton on the fly, but it goes over his stick. Bagnotto on the backhand. Corin separates the puck, but it's going to be picked up by Hampton and cleared back for Himes. Himes across the blue line. 54 seconds remaining in regulation. It goes back out. Beniti in the corner, waits, throws one back. Himes at the point. Holton Himes with the shot, tipped in front, rebound goes on to the rim, it's available, it's there, it's not going to be cleared out, it's not going to be a Citizens, and we're waiting for the call here because I'm all alone, and guess who finds it? I'm telling you right now, it's Schwerin with 35 seconds remaining in that mess. And we'll have a face-off coming up, but probably a timeout. Two penalties coming up. They're going to get Sean Sullivan and Josh Hatton from Miners. Coincidental, nobody home. 35 seconds remaining. Timeout is called. .35 seconds remaining in the clock. We'll be back.
Hey there, hockey fans! You already know 10-Band TV can stream live regional sports. But did you know you can also stream the best of the local music scene as well? Music from the 412 is live and streaming 24/7 on 10-Band TV. Watch music videos, concerts, and original programming free from the comfort of your couch. Featuring the best of music and artists from Pittsburgh and Western PA. Tune in today.
.35 seconds remaining in this frame. Shots are 27-25 in favor of the Hampton Talbots. Face-off coming to the right of the starter, William Schwerin. Hampton looking for their second win on the season. Penalties to Sullivan and Hatton on that play. Which has been a very fun contest so far, back and forth. Very spirited, very physical. Once scoring got figured out, it became apparent. They're trying to get everybody onto the face-off to the right. Schwerin. Here we go. One by Tyler back. It's going to be all the way out for Corin. Corin looking for the tip in front. It does go wide. Back down Hartman. Hartman on the half wall. It's going to be picked up by the Talbots. Leas will dump this one out for Stevenson, and it's going to make its way to Corin. Himes with 21 seconds remaining. Back down Bagnotto. Bagnotto will take the puck. He's just going to stand on it for half a second. It's going to be picked up, and Leas waits, thinks about it. 10 seconds remaining. Pressure coming down. Going to be picked up by Bagnotto. Bagnotto, he's going to pressure on it with 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and they're going to whistle it dead with 2.2 remaining. We'll have another face-off. Bagnotto is still down. Yeah, Bagnotto is still on the ice. We'll be back. Now, I don't even know what happened there, but Bagnotto was laying on the ice prone, and it ended up that they didn't need to see him. He got up. Now a face-off coming up. 2.2 seconds remaining. They got 6 players on for Moon, 5 for the Talbots. Swarsbach steps in. He's going to tie up the faceoff. That's going to do it. And the Hampton Talbots pull off the victory. Your final score from Frozen Pond Arena. The Hampton Talbots 6, the Moon Tigers 5. My name is Brian Mitchell. This was Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night live from the Frozen Pond Arena. Thank you for joining me here. We'll be back with Knock and Deer Lakes after this one. Final score, once again, Hampton 6, Moon 5.